What is upper? What is upper? What is upper? All my wonderful people of the world. Hope everybody is doing amazing. Happy Thursday. It feels like it should be like a Friday or a Saturday. I'm on okay, there we go. I am on Operation Countdown to Prom. I'm so tired of talking about it. It is so ridiculous. What's up, Anne-Marie? So Saturday is the final day where she's going to prom. We can get all this stuff done and over with. She's even asking and begging if she cannot go to school Friday, so she can do some things for prom. I was like, no. But anyway, that's neither here or there. I'm just about to pin this real quick. My phone is going off somewhere. There we go. Okay, thank you, ma'am. I thought it did too. Let me pin this real quick. Pow, pow, pow. Hold on. What's up, Joshua? Hold on just a second. There we go. Hello. What's up, CP? What's up, Joshua? What did I do? Oh, daggone it. Okay, my bad. I'm supposed to be pinning the comment. Pinning the link. I am tripping. Hold on. Okay. See, clean the can looks a little cloudy, a little cloudy, a little cloudy. Wish I had a little Windex, a little Windex. Girl, I'm sweating. I woke up this morning. I'm one of those people. I don't turn my air on until the last minute, unless like we are in here dying. I woke up. I had sweat all right there and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, it's time. It is time. But yeah, today we're gonna. I feel as though. What's up? Can't stop, won't stop. Hopefully you'll come up here also. We've been doing a lot of paying due, showing up and showing out for giving recognition to signs of bad men and all that kind of stuff. So today I want to do like, what are some positive traits about a mate, somebody you want to invest in and stuff like that. I want to do this for like a couple of reasons. The first reason is just like I said, just to show appreciation to the good men and women out there who are in relationships, looking for relationships. It gets the second it gets hot. Yeah, just to show appreciation to the good healthy couples that are truly out here good and healthy. And then to the other good couples that are out there, maybe they would like to try something different, not try something like another mate or anything like that, but like maybe you do something that another couple might be like, oh, that's nice. Let's try to do that and incorporate that into our lifestyle. And or for somebody who's single like myself, like, oh, okay, that's nice. Instead of trying to be, I was watching Can't Stop Walking But Love to Mow, and he was absolutely right. Like women, I'm only speaking for myself, but a lot of women out here, we are, especially older women, we're so quick. So I don't know what is happening. I'm getting all choked up, getting emotional. We are so quick to get defensive and pick out the bad in a man, in a mate, whatever have you. So what's up? You learn with Robert. What's up, official Jamia? So yeah, like I said, a lot of women, sad to say, I can't speak for the men. Maybe men do. Maybe men, to me, I think men are looking for somebody to be their mama, but that's just me. But we're so quick to pick out the negative traits. Let's go ahead and bring out the positive traits. What makes you smile? Like patience. Because I'm one tough cookie. So I know myself. What's up, Diamond Dizzle for shizzle? I know myself, I am a tough cookie. Somebody who God sent on this earth for me is going to have a lot of patience because I don't hold, I'm working on it, but it's not going to happen overnight. uh, I speak my mind. Some people take it as I speak my mind as it being, oh, she's yelling at me or she's mad at me or something like that. I don't like to, like, if something's wrong, I'm going to address it. I'm going to say something. So yeah, this is definitely for like, maybe if you are single, like what are some of the good traits that you guys are looking like for, like myself? Let me see. I'm trying to think. Like I said, I need somebody in my life, definitely about patience. About patience. I've been through a lot. Let me see. What else would I be looking for? Thanks for being here and smashing the like button. Thank you so much, ma'am. Anne-Marie, let me ask you, because I know you are married on here. What makes you and Riz connect? Like, what gets you guys going? I forgot. I know you've been together since you were like 16, married for about, I think you said 10 years. Like, what? I know myself. I know patience is the top tier. That is the top dog. So I want to ask, like, other married. I don't know, Diamond Dizzle, if you married or not. So yeah, oh, she done came up. Hey, girl, what's up?
Hey, I'm just trying to do something. That's why. What was your question?
Like, okay, so how long have you and Chef Riz been married together? And congratulations on this long-lasting love.
Yeah, almost 10 years, but on and off for close to 20.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So my question was like, what do you think is the key factor that like keeps you guys together? Because I know I haven't been married, but I heard like, okay, you got to deal with another person and you grow together and stuff like that.
Yeah,
To make it work.
yeah. And it's different when you live together too. People don't realize that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I think, like you said, patience, because like me when I was younger, okay, so we've been together since I was 17. And, I had an attitude problem. I still do, but not as bad.
Right.
Um, and, I was just like hot tempered, and he learned how to like help me work through when I'm getting mad easy or saying the wrong thing. So somebody that just you have to be friends first. You
Right.
really got to be friends first, because then you guys know each other and you know your triggers. You know how to calm each other down. Because if you guys don't understand each other, you're just going to bump heads, because you're not going to know why he's getting mad easy or why I might be, you know?
Right. So I understand what you're saying. So like I said, I'm so quick. Like a lot of people out here nowadays, 2023, are so quick to pick out like the negative stuff. What are some of the like positive stuff like that he does around the house or does for you that's like, oh, that's so sweet?
Well, see, it's different with us because we have kids.
Okay.
So when I see how good of a dad he is, like, that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good listener, a good provider, a great father. I really got lucky. I can't speak for everybody because, everybody might not have, everybody fights for different reasons, everybody gets along for different reasons. So you just really got to find your person. Like, one thing I wanted to say that I think a lot of people make a mistake on when they're going into new relationships
Mm-hmm.
is they're bringing their old hurt. You can't want to go through your new man's phone because your old man cheated on you. You can't,
Right.
like, you got to have that trust. And so you got to have the trust in yourself before you even get into a relationship, or it's not going to work.
Oh yeah, trust is definitely a big part.
I think a lot of people don't heal fully before they do jump in the relationship, because if you're single now, just say like you, Miss T, and you're thinking in your head, well, what if this dude like ever cheats on me, or what if this dude ever hits me or something like that? You're not fully healed because you're wondering about the future, what that your future partner will do to you.
Oh, most definitely. I know I got back history drama, whatever we want to call it. So I'm not. Well, I keep telling people. I don't know why people keep saying yes, you are. You trying to be in a relationship. I'm really not. I'm really. I am so not ready for a relationship, and I know this, Like, I don't know. I just want to do me, come clear slate. I don't want to.
And that's okay.
Yeah,
That is, if you want to go out and like people are saying, I understand the biblical point of view, but if you want to go out and have a one night stand, girl, do you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't feel bad. Don't like, I know you said your stuff is precious, but I mean, everybody has to get out there somehow. I'm not saying go to the bar and sleep with everybody down the bar stool until you find the right one, but you got to put yourself out there. You might just happen to find Prince Charming at the grocery store. Yeah, that might happen, but it might not. And if that's something that you're looking for, just make the positive effort to find exactly what you're looking for.
right.
You
Yeah, and
know?
at this point, I know we was talking a while ago about the list and how our list was in our 20s and our list was in our 40s. Like, I don't even have a list anymore. I don't even know what the heck. Where is the list? I have no idea. That's how serious I am about not dating right now. But like, I don't know, every now and then I get a phone call. Oh, Miss T, I think you would be good with this person. I think you be. Why do I have to be with somebody like right now?
Yeah. If you didn't feel that connection, then nobody else should be feeling it for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling somebody. Just like when you went on that date, I'm sure you knew if there was going to be a second date or not. Like, you just know.
Battery operated. That's my sister too. Um,
That's why I said the other day, who needs a man these days when you got the rose?
I'm all, whole different subject, but I'm like, what is so special about this rose? Like, what?
Don't ask me, girlfriend. My rose is named Riz, so I don't know.
Let me see. Fisher Jamie or Nancy B. Anybody want to come up here? Oh, Nancy B. the Scratcher. She's almost at 700. She's greatly trying to work on her channel. The watch time, closer you get to 1,000, she's trying to, get monetized. So yeah, we could just check her out, shout her out. I really encourage her to do live stream. Live streaming is the way to go. Like, for real, for real. I mean, that's the best thing I could tell you. A lot of people like live streams.
I agree.
Yeah.
I get paid a lot higher for live streams and
Mhm.
vlogs too.
Yeah, live streams are my number one. Then it's my videos, and then it's the shorts. So yeah, just a little piece of advice out there. Live streams are definitely, if you're trying to get monetized and get paid on YouTube since you're on here, live streaming. That's all. That's all
Yeah,
I can say.
I agree. And it's a lot easier and it takes a lot of stress off you because you don't have to edit.
Right, right,
Since you're new.
right. Good morning experience with Sassy. So we got 20 people in here. We're trying to figure out like the good traits in a man. I know we've been doing a lot talking about the red flags and all that stuff, but like, what are we looking for really in a man? We so quick to point out the negative. Like, what are some of the positive things? I know you said like the father figure. Well, I'm not having no more kids, but I love a man who does have children and they are like really in their life. Like, I see them, doing the same stuff I'm doing, like being soccer dad and all that. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
he's a family man. Bam. Okay. Attraction number one.
yeah, yeah.
You get a cookie for that.
What kind of cookie are we talking about?
Okay. Uh, what else do I look for as far as like good traits? I look for, family guy, romance, nice
Oh,
politeness, manners. Oh
yes.
my God.
But
It's
do
so
not
not
be
there
calling
out
me
here.
ma'am. Do not be calling me ma'am. Okay.
I hate that. I hate that, by the way. I hate that with
Same.
passion.
It makes me feel old. I get it's respect, but I'm like, I'm from the city. Can you not?
Okay. Like, I hate when I meet somebody and like when we first start dating, you open up doors, let me know how cute I look. Then like as time progresses, what happened to the door opening?
Yep.
What happened to the manners? Where is this nice sweet teddy bear that
Well,
I
it's the same thing with, sex. I feel like sometimes when people are together for so long, they just, almost lose interest. Like, I don't want to say they almost forget about it because to me, it is important in relationships. It's not top one, but of course it has to be there. And so I think you just got to keep everything going and spicy. Like you said, open the doors. Keep that going. Don't stop just when you get comfortable, or like just cuz we've been together 20 years, that don't mean we don't go on date nights anymore or romantic things. You still got to keep that spicy or the relationship will die.
Right, right,
Like
right.
if the romance dies, the sex goes down, the politeness, the relationship sooner or later will die.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Like I've dated like the longest like 6 years or something like that. And like I agree, like for me, again, it's more like I need you every now and then, you don't have to be that same person because you grow as a person, but I need every now and then, date night. Let me know how cute I look. Don't get too comfortable. Just like, oh, okay, we're together. I'm just gonna come home, sit on the couch, wait for my plate, and then
Yeah,
it
no.
gets stale. It gets stale real
And
quick.
I agree, Soil Sister, a God fearing man. That is something that is also a great quality.
Okay, we've been married 25 years. We get it spicy, fresh, and date all the time. That's what's up. Yeah, a lot of people nowadays they just like, oh, okay, I'm comfortable now. We together. Good for us.
Yeah, let me stop shaving. Let me stop putting on deodorant. No.
Uh, uh,
You
y'all
got to
want
keep each other going. You
right,
really
right.
got to keep each other going.
Good morning, my favorite avatar. How you doing, Deborah Garrett?
All right, Miss T, I'm going to drop down. I got some work I need to finish, but I'll still be in the chat.
All right, thank you, girl. I
All
appreciate
right.
it. I appreciate
Love you guys.
it. Bye. So yeah, we want to know what's the traits of the good men. Where the good men at? Where the good men at? And what are they traits? What are the traits? Family guy, God fearing man. What else did we say? Family man, God fearing. Keep the spice, keep the manners. Well, the problem is, okay, here we go. The problem is that many people allow that settlement from the start and then later get annoyed by it. This is true. This is true. Some people are just like so caught up on being in a relationship where they need somebody around. Like, okay, that's fine. They're staying around the house. They're not cheating on me or something like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bougie or something and whatnot because I want the whole experience. I want the romance. I want all that. I want all of it. Don't just off the top of the relationship just get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Ruthie saying good morning to everybody. Oh, you love her giggle? Okay, she is silly. Shirley is saying hello to everybody. Oh yeah, I most definitely do. I most definitely do. Um, because like in a sense, I agree with Unbiased when she was like, "We ain't got much time." Like I'm in my 40s. Put it on the table. I don't like, however, when a man is putting it on the table and then don't actions, the actions and the words don't come together. Then that's when I get annoyed. Don't come up here, well not up here, but don't come and say one thing and do another. Like, yeah, I get annoyed by that real quick. How you doing, darling? How you doing, darling? Everybody's saying good morning. Yeah, communication is definitely key. I totally agree with that. Now, I know when I was younger, I would just like kind of go with the flow, but like now in my 40s, I'm definitely more outspoken. Speak up. If you plan on being with someone for a while, you have to speak up. It will build up if you flip out eventually. Oh yeah, I've done that before. I've been that one before. Like let it all build up and then just like explode. That is not the way to go. I totally agree with that one. What is up, Miss Queen Sunkiss? How you doing? How you doing? I know she is one of the people who's been married as well for a long time. So if you want to come up in here and give us the definition of what you consider a good man, come on up. Let me know. Let me know. Hello to all the ladies in the chat from Blue Devil G. That's what's up. Okay. Nancy, do you have any advice? It just jump. Nancy, do you have do you have advice on how you and Ryan have had a healthy relationship? Yeah, thank you for the 30 plus people in here. We've been doing a lot of shots at the negative traits in a relationship. So I just figured today we'll do some. What's up, Blacks Tropical? How you doing? I figured today we'd do like something positive. Give recognition to the good men, the good women out there, the good people in healthy, good relationships. What to look for in a healthy, good relationship. All that kind of stuff. And then tomorrow, I figured we haven't done game night in a while, so I had this like little game. There's no wrong or right answers. It's just a list of questions. I just want to know like what your answer, what your take is on it. Like I said, there's no wrong or right answer, but that is tomorrow. We're gonna have a little game night. Watch his actions and not listen to his words. Yeah, that's a deep one. That's a deep one, Charles. Charles, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've exploded a lot. I've learned not to explode. That's why, you know, I've heard, pick your battles and things like that. But some of that minor stuff, you keep holding back on that minor stuff. That minor stuff can build up, and I'll be like, you know what? You about to get it. You know. Let's see. The older we get, the more we know what we want. Just don't settle. Oh yeah, facts. Thank you so much, sis. I can't wait to see you again here in August. We are fine. We have met a couple. I met Soul Sister a couple times, and we just have. I don't know what is going on, but we have not sat back and had a drink. We keep talking about wind down, have some wine and chill. We are definitely going to do that here in August. I've done that before too. Riz and I had a lot of trial and error. I feel everything is almost perfect, and then even though it took some time, we got there. Oh yeah, that's why I say with me, it's going to take patience. It's going to definitely take patience. Good morning, Rooks. Rooks has been a lot of married people are in this live stream. I am here for it. I am here for it because I'm not dating. Well, I am dating. I take that back. I'm not looking for a relationship right now, but like maybe somebody's in my corner right now. You never know. And I'm brushing them off. So I'm like, uh, what's the good advice? What's the good advice? Oh, okay, well, he does this, and this, give him a try, give him a shot. But like I said, I'm not really looking to date right now, but if the opportunity comes upon itself, I might, consider it. What's up, Robert? How are you doing this morning? I hope you are doing well. Action speaks louder than words. Yeah, most definitely. That's why I say when somebody just says something, especially like I don't really get into like too deep on the first date, like trying to figure out the history because there's two sides to every story. So they might be telling me one thing, but something else might have totally happened or whatever. So like I'm all for the actions. I will straight sit back in a heartbeat and watch how somebody moves, what they're doing, their character, their personality. That I agree with that 100%. I'm more for team actions. Words, you can just say words all day, but it's all about the actions. MC the Shiznit. What is up, sir? Everybody's saying a lot. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. Right now, I have like 3 or 4 questions for tomorrow, but I'm trying to get up to at least 10. Going to the PO today. PO post office. Okay. Sure, I have a little something waiting on me. That's what's up. My PO box. I've been getting stuff like these companies want me to do affiliates. I got one upstairs also. So like when I get the stuff, I like to email them and like, okay, what do I need to do? Let's do a recap so I can make this video. These places are just like, just go ahead and keep it. Okay, well, I got like 2 or 3 packages, just stuff. So I think I'm gonna like spend today just emailing these places and like so. I don't know. Let's see. Facts to Charles. Yes. Communication and learning to compromise. Ooh, we compromise. Okay, especially Anne Marie said, when you start living together. Ooh, that compromise is real. That is a real word. Learning to get used to them, their habits and things like that. Two totally very different people have to work together. live together is beautiful. Oh, life together is beautiful, but not always beautiful. Walk away a minute and it will be okay. Hmm. Okay, walk it out. Walk it out. That's a good one. Thank you. I appreciate that. Compromise. Compromise. Let's talk more about that one. You have one thing and they have one uh issue with something, and you gotta learn how to compromise. That is a strong one for me. Again, because I've been single, I've been living by myself. I've been the rock. I'm the mother and the father at the moment. So, I've been doing things my way. So that compromise is like letting somebody else in, trusting their decision. Ooh wee. I'm telling you, I need work, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to admit I got some work to do. But everybody's saying hi. What's up, BDBGP? Another person in a long distance relationship making it work. Shout out to you. I hope the hubby take that package from me. How you feeling? How you living? What's up, Black Rain? Wow, we've been together since DJ Ron the mechanic and Nancy B the scratcher are husband and wife. In case people didn't know that. So me and Nancy have been together since we were 21. We take care of business as a team. When one is down, we lift each other up. See, this is one compromise and the trust issue, not as far as cheating and things like that, but I know myself, like trusting somebody like, here, you take care of the bills or give them that burden, because I'm so used to doing it. I'm just so used to doing it. I just leave it like that. I'm just so used to having all of it. Oh, thank you so much, BDBGP. I'm one of the few people who could say that, by the way. Not too many people could do that. Laugh out loud, me too, as far as taking the package. Good morning, honey, Blue Lotus. Listening and working in the bushes. I need to go back over there. When is the next time you be going live, Blue Lotus? Let me get my coffee. Oh, it just got immediately hot up in here in Indiana. Oh, we got Black's Tropical. Hi, Black's Tropical. How you doing this morning? Are y'all there?
Yes, ma'am. Good. I was staring at the phone like, what's going on? Good morning, Miss T.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So I wanted to pop on just to talk about compromise and communication because for one thing, it's easy to say. It's easy to say to communicate and compromise, but it's just like brothers and sisters. They are all different people, even though they come from the same parents. You would think that they'll get along great. Well, parents and kids don't get along great because everybody is so different. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to a relationship, like when I met Bobby, I found out real fast that he was messy. And I'm like, I'm so OCD-ish. I know what everything is in my house. And that's how I want it to be. I want to be able to keep up with my house.
Right.
But he is not, he just like, hey, I'm going to put my stuff down and it is what it is. And he is very messy. So I had to learn very fast how to deal with. Am I going to say, and I've seen people say, I can't deal with him because, he just putting stuff down and he doing this, that, and the third. Am I going to blow off my blessing, my king, because he messy, or am I going to learn how to cope with it and work with him? So I created his space so that he can make his mess and I need to stay out of it. Instead of me just going off and creating all this stress for no reason at all. Look at the blessings. I look at the big picture. This is a great man. And I did listen to what he said. He was saying a whole lot of great stuff, but I also watched him and I wasn't looking to see. Honestly, I wasn't even just watching him to see what he was doing. Life was just flowing so great to where we were just moving along. And the same with me. He said certain things I did and certain things I said. let him know off top that that's my wife. Even after he said he wasn't getting married again.
I have a question for you, Black Tropical. Blue Rose G, you nailed it right on the money. I am a leader. Leadership. I play the leadership role. I'm the oldest of me and my sister. You know, I've had to be, you know, the older sibling. Like I said, in life, I'm the mom and the dad at the moment. Leadership. Like I don't know how to back down. That's so like you said, like moving in together, give them their space and your space. Like I am so like this is my stuff. This is your stuff. How do you suggest, you know, because it's all about compromise, coming together, to break that? Because I know that's like a big problem. If I were to find somebody and then like that move in state, you have any
Yeah.
suggestions?
So in a relationship, you know, the only what's mine is mine. I mean, what's mine is his, and vice versa. We do have things that that I consider his, like his personal time is his. When he go to the gym, that's his time. I don't bother him. I don't call him when I'm in the tub, you know, or sitting outside. Something my husband know. Let me not bother her. That's her personal time. But far as everything in this house, it's mine. If I want to put your shirt on, I'm gonna put it on because it's my shirt too. You know, we don't be, but there's no such thing really in a relationship as that's my car. Don't touch my car. You know, you're in a relationship. So but let me go back and say, with leadership, I am a leader too. And I am a strong leader. However, I can't lead in a relationship because that's not my position. So this is my second marriage. My first husband wanted me to lead. He wanted me to do everything. I could not be with him because I was going to be real disrespectful. So
Yeah,
that
in my
masculine,
relationships, like I'm the leader. I don't know how to be the passenger. I don't know how to do that.
you will forever be single
And see,
because your husband is supposed to lead. Honestly, my husband is the leader and he know how to lead. All men don't know how to lead. You know, you have to learn to let him lead because that's his position. Two people leading in a relationship ain't gonna work. You know, that's why me and my husband, I cannot be with a man that's not gonna lead because for one thing, I'm gonna be disrespectful to him. I'm gonna be real rude, nasty, everything. My ex-husband sat on his butt, you know, after a certain amount of time and felt like I was gonna cook, clean, work, take care of the kids. So I became very, very mean. You have to find somebody that you can compromise with and learn to let him lead. Now, some things I do lead on. Most things my husband lead on because he is the leader. But some things he like, baby, I don't know about that one. You go ahead because you know what you're doing. But everything, I'm not sitting around, you know, my husband ain't sitting around waiting on me because we ain't going to be together if I try to lead him in everything. It's just going to be a fight. He a man.
now see, I've had all the like I said, like they've always been the ones. Well, where do you want to go eat at? What do you want to do? What do you know? You book the vacation and stuff like that. What are you doing? So I got to do everything. So that's I don't know. Maybe I need to find that right person who is willing to take the lead as the leadership role. Charles said, if you overcompromise, then you have nothing left to sustain the relationship.
Well, I ain't saying to overcompromise, but, you know, you got to work together. You can't just come in a relationship saying, I. It ain't about you. It's about us. You know, but Bobby couldn't come in this relationship and be like, this is what I want, even though he the leader. I'm a woman and I got common sense and I know how to be a woman. I'm a wife. You know, I'm not a girlfriend, even though I've had boyfriends once I learned, but I'm a wife. So I didn't need him to tell me how to be a wife and how to allow him to be a leader. I need a man, and a man is a leader. So some things you just got to sit back and say. And like I said, I don't lead. Bobby doesn't lead in everything, but he lead in majority of. But when he can't, or it's something that's not so strong for him, he say, babe, we sit down, we communicate, have this conversation, and we work it out. We don't sit and argue because, you know, I'm the leader and you got to listen to me. That's stress.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Miss Queen Sunkiss? How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. What you want to bring to the table, girl?
Not bring to the table.
The red table with Jada Pinkett. Okay.
um, a good man, I would say it's gonna depend on what it is you want out of a relationship or another person as a woman. And I think a lot of people don't know what they want. They
Yeah.
haven't sat down
Mm-hmm.
with themselves and uncovered what it is they want. And then when they're not getting the things that they want from somebody, then something wrong with the other person. Yeah, if you ask them what they want, they don't have no idea. And until you know what it is you want or desire out of a partner, you're not gonna be able to find a partner that can complement you because everybody wants something different. But if you sit around and listen to a lot of these conversations in relationships, they make it sound like everybody wants the same thing, and it's not true. You know, like for me, I'm a homemaker, and it ain't a whole bunch of us out here like that because most women want to go out there and pursue a career. Well, it's dudes that don't want no homemaker. But if you sit and you listen to these conversations, they'll tell you, "Oh, all the women supposed to be at home, barefoot and pregnant." All men don't want that. You know, just like for me, I wanted a somebody that was gonna provide, so I could be at home with my children.
Mm-hmm.
All women don't want that.
Mm-mm.
So I saw that my husband was a hard worker, and he was gonna make sure I had everything that I need. And I was like, well, yep, that's what I want. And so that worked for me. That might not work for somebody else. You know, it depends on what it is you want out of that partner.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't even like. I was telling Anne Marie, I used to like keep like, oh, okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. I don't even have a list. I don't even shit. I don't have nothing. I'm just like, I'm just doing me, 100% doing me.
So that's why I was, when I met Bobby, I got to the point where I went through a bad relationship and I said, you know what? I'm just going to do me. I told my aunt one day, I said, I am not going to settle down with any man. I'm going to do me. If I want to have sex, I'm a grown woman. If I want to be with somebody and he want to be, that's what we going to do. Safe sex is a thing and it is what it is. And she said, well, my aunt had never been married and really never been in a relationship. So she, in her mind, that was perfect. Single women keep women single. They want you to do their thing. So she was like, yeah, that's what you do. You have fun, enjoy life. A few weeks later, of course, I was playing online and I ran into Bobby. I met him online and I said, this is just going to be some joke, whatever. Everything I felt like he was saying, I automatically deemed it as bullcrap. But
Mhm.
as weeks went on, 2, 3 weeks went on, and every day, the conversations, we had a lot of conversations. He worked about an hour or so away from where I live. And finally, one day I said, I'm going to invite this guy down for dinner and see. Sitting down, having a conversation with him, it felt real. Like when I opened the door, it was like God just slapped me in my face and said, hey, this is it. So just being you and not looking. Like we get caught up in this, I'm looking for Mr. Perfect. Well, he's supposed to find you. God gonna send him. But far as you looking, don't look for him because you're gonna put those red flags in the back burner because he got money or because he's sexy or he cute or once you have sex then is that trump a whole lot of things. So don't look. Don't look. Just kind of live your life and pray and keep it moving and work on you because you definitely want to be straight. Ain't
Thank
too many relationships going to be successful if the woman is leading.
you. We got Miss Shirley, the OG, up in here. You brought her out the bushes. What's up, Miss Shirley?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hey,
Um,
Michelle.
I just had to say something because as a mature woman, I see everything you guys have gone through or going through, and in some cases, been there, done that. My husband is deceased now. He's been gone for a while. But when I first met him, what I didn't know, um, he was the baby of like four brothers and a sister. So he was mama's baby. And his mom at first didn't like me because she didn't think I was good enough for her baby boy.
Mm.
But my husband, who was a stronger man, loved me enough to let his mom know this is my wife. This is who I lay down with at night. And so, therefore, we got married, and his mom came to love me. But it was a little struggle for a minute there. But over the years, I've seen a lot of my friends get married, and they're still married. Matter of fact, I just celebrated with a dear friend. Her and her husband married 61 years. So I know a lot of married couples that have successful marriages. But I also listen to them, and I can sit back and laugh. And the wives let the husbands know what their strengths were, and the husbands did likewise. Like when I talk to Mike, Mike says, my wife is good with the finances. So he knows that she's going to take care of the house and make sure the bills is paid and keep the phones and the lights on, because this is her strength. And his strength is in bringing in the money and making sure that the maintenance of the house and yard is up to par. So when you find a mate, you need to sit down and talk to them and ask them what do they want out the relationship. A lot of people say they don't do that on the first date because that scared them away. No, if you coming at me and want me, you gonna have to let me know what you gonna bring to me. Don't come half stepping, because I will say, enjoy your day, enjoy the meal, have a nice day, and move
Yeah,
on. I'm not gonna
and
sit
all
there,
dates shouldn't be
and
dates
stretch
shouldn't
this
be
out
promised.
trying to make it work when I can say from the get go it's not. Because I tell you from the get go, are you looking for long term relationship? Are you looking for a wife? It's a difference, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I'm not gonna like my mom say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? No, I'm not gonna be a girlfriend doing wife duties. I learned that a long time ago. I'm single now and I don't have to be, but I enjoy being single. I enjoy my freedom. I done got to the age where if I want to invite you over for dinner, I could do it at that time. You eat well and then you leave and go on about your happy way. I'm not cooking every day like I used to. I'm not doing a whole lot of things every day that I used to. And I'm happy and satisfied with that. I have friends that come and say, would you like to go out and eat? And I don't mind taking a friend out and treating him to eat. I don't
Mhm.
have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with buying someone a drink. I don't have a problem with a meal. I don't have a problem with buying tickets to go to a basketball game or football game because I am a big sports fan. And we get along fine, and I got more than one friend that I do that with. But I'm happy with that. That's the way I want to live. I'm good with that. But you got some folks who want everything. And there's no one out here that's going to give you everything.
Yeah,
So
they want
quit trying to
everything
look for
their
stuff
way.
that you might go get. Yeah,
Yeah, what is
yeah.
that? What if
And
he? Well, you got to think about him too. Sorry, Miss Shirley, but
yeah, no, I
that's being
understand.
selfish. That's being selfish. When you want it
Yeah, it
all
is.
your way, well, what if he want it all his way? Then what?
Yeah,
Y'all gonna be bickering and fussing. So what do you compromise and say? Let me give in some. Or okay, he like this and he don't like that. I'm not gonna make my husband go to uh some pasta restaurant. I can't even think of the name of them, but Olive Garden, and he don't like
yeah,
pasta. We got to figure out
right.
something that we can both eat and enjoy. But I'm supposed to just say, "Oh no, I like this, and this is where we going." No. And Miss Shirley said two things that are very important: finances. When I met my husband, all my bills were paid. My bills were paid by me. I was
Yeah,
single. I lived by myself in my own townhouse. I paid all my bills. I took care of myself. When I met my husband, I was buying stuff and doing stuff. He would come and I'd say, "Oh, just put your bags in my truck." We going to Atlanta. I paid for the hotel. I would pay for, this is my date. I want to see if I can
Right.
go out of town and spend time with this man and not want to chop his head off. So let's go. I'm going to pay for this. He wouldn't complain. Take him to the strip
Yeah.
club. I want to see how he going to act out there in a social environment with a drink or two. Let me feel him out and see. That was me doing it. And he didn't say, hey, no, I'm a man. You going to let me pay? He said, let's go. When
Yeah.
he finally saw that this is my wife, he said, look, you spend too much money and you gonna stop today. And I was like, well, and, you know, in my mind, I'm saying, it's my money. I make it. He said, you got to stop spending all this money. It's unnecessary. I knew right then he was the strength of our finances because long as my bills were paid, I was spending the rest of my money. Now to this day, I always keep plenty money in the bank. And it's because of him helping me where I was weak at. And I help him where he weak at. So you can't just say it's my money. It came down to me
Yeah.
putting my checks in our bank account and I couldn't touch them. I would say, babe, I need money for this, that, and the third. You know, I had to suck it up and say, when lockdown came, Amazon was here every day. He was like, what you order this jump rope for? You ain't gonna jump rope. You got a bad back. Why are you ordering this? It was cheap. He said, I don't care if it's cheap. What are you gonna do with it? Why? You spent this $7. Why? And to us, it's just something small, but then I look back at our bank account and I say, man, I appreciate that because I would spend this money on silly stuff. So you got to get out of that, you know, I'm the leader. This is mine. I'm this. Whoever is strong and wherever, you got to let it be. You know, if the woman is the strongest with the finances, let her handle that. When she mess up, that's when y'all got an issue. My husband is strong with finances. We can go anywhere as long as we want. He ain't got to work. I don't work. And we can just chill and live a great life because he is a great saver and he makes sense when he spend money. So, and I let him do that.
Uh-oh, we got Sheet and Big Rooster. You done brought the men out, Black Lotus and Miss Lotus. Oh, I can't even talk right. Hello, gentlemen.
But I just want to say this right quick is that my friends had the nerve to tell me quit treating them. I was like, it kind of threw me for a loop because I've been independent so long. So they was like, let me take you out. Or I go to pay for something and they push my credit card back and said, no, I got this. I said, but I said I was bringing you out. And they said, no, we're together. I'm going to do this. Don't say anything else. And I had to just sit back and shut up. And I was like, I was good with that. But this is the type of people I deal with, though. I don't deal with them folks like, ooh, you paying for this? What? Okay.
Hold on,
No,
hold
we
on,
ain't
Miss
doing
Shirley.
that.
Hold on, I got something to say here to everybody.
Okay.
First of all, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Second of all, Miss T, we still a little confused because we don't know if you're looking for a relationship or not. All right.
No, I'm not.
No, hold on. I just want to address everybody. Black's Tropical. I love what you're talking about because it shows that you do have a little humility. You took into a relationship, another relationship, and you was banking off of, oh, I had a bad relationship, but you found out that you were in a great relationship. That's a wonderful thing. Miss, what's Miss Sunkiss? I like the fact that you say, hey, I was looking for a provider and you found one. That's a great thing. Miss Shirley, I got a couple of bones to pick with you though.
Uh-oh.
Go
Because
for it.
because you talked bad about me on the roast the other night. I ain't forgot about that either. that right there, that's my only bone I got to pick with you, Miss Shirley. I didn't know you was so funny. But what I do love about what you said is you don't mind taking somebody out and you don't mind them taking you out and you love doing what you do. That is a wonderful trait in a woman. You know what I'm saying? Sheet, I know I ain't addressed you yet because you ain't said nothing, but I already know you're gonna come up here with some old crazy philosophy. And we gonna endure that. But at the same time, as T, when you say you are a leader, you can't take a leadership role into a relationship. You have to compromise. That's how you learn how to be a follower. You don't have to. I'm not saying you do everything that man tell you to do, because your leadership has to be in your role. His leadership has to be in his role. When you guys come together and compromise, you'll find out who takes leadership and what roles in the relationship.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. My question was, how do I, since I've been a leader for so long, how do I break the
That's
cycle?
what I'm telling you. You have to compromise. You have to listen to him, and he has to
Yeah.
listen to you. You have to know. Listen, I may not be able to get all the stains off the glass like you do when you wash dishes. You have to let me know that, though. Look, you missed this spot right here. Let me show you how to do this. You know what I'm saying? And if
Yeah.
you can't do it, let me
Mhm.
continue to do it. You go
I was
out
going to
there and
say,
you cut
I
you
take
cut
leadership.
grass.
I take leadership in there because I'm like, don't touch my dishes. And
You
Bobby,
see it
no,
on?
I don't like nobody to wash my
Yes.
dishes. So I take leadership in that. But that's something manner.
Right.
And when
Right.
Shirley
Right.
said her friends, like I've seen people look, I have friends that have seen 100 years in life, and they were married for 60, 70, 80 years. I had a couple that was married for 80 something years when they passed away. Don't think that those couples or those relationships are perfect. They
Exactly.
compromise, they communicate,
Exactly.
they go through some things.
Yeah.
You just don't hear about it.
That's right.
People
That's
done
right.
learn now to put all they crap on. That's why yesterday I was like, what is Miss T doing? You need to talk to this man, not
That's right.
to the
That's right.
internet. I
That's
learned
right.
the hard way, going through stuff. The first thing I want to do is call my sister-in-law, call my friend. But they take what me being upset right now as, if you don't leave, I'm gonna be upset with him after y'all good.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
be the one sitting at home sick and sad and lonely because my
Hey, Miss
married
T.
girlfriend or my friend that got 2, 3 men told me to leave my husband, and I left my husband. But if I decide to stay with him, they gonna be like, dang, I told you to leave. She's so stupid. Keep your business to your, I'm telling you.
There you go,
That's
Black
the
Strapper.
Oh my
You
God.
couldn't have,
I
hey,
tell
Black
so
Strapper,
many
you couldn't have
people
said it
that.
no better than that.
talk to
Yeah,
God
yeah,
and just trust and believe that
yeah.
God gonna lead. It's hard. It's
Yeah,
hard because
right.
some days you want to call somebody and vent. You so mad, but later on that day or the next day, y'all get it together and you like, okay. But them people that you was talking to, they like, that girl is stupid. I'm telling you, it's hard because you want to talk to people,
Hey,
but you
Black,
can't.
you said something to me just now that a man told me a long time ago. I was going through a divorce, and he was giving me a ride to work, and he said, "Hey, man, we can sit here and talk all day." He said, "But one thing I ain't gonna do is tell you
Tell you to
to
leave.
leave your woman, because I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
she does for you in the bedroom, in the kitchen, on the couch,
Exactly.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
They
That's
don't love your
going
spouse or your mate
exactly. I
the
hear
way
your
you
side of
do.
the story, but guess what? At the end of the day, you may just be venting to me. So I could tell you all day to leave, 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 and then you leave, and then you find out you were still happy. I mean, you were happier in the relationship, and then you looking at me upside my head saying, "Whoa, I listened to you, and now I'm sitting here sad." So he
Yeah.
told me that. I took man. That is, you can't say it no better than that, Black Tropical.
I'm
You
telling
could tell
you,
me
you will
all
have
day. You
you'll
right.
have what, 40 something people in the chat telling you 40 something different things. We are all
Exactly.
different people. We all
Exactly.
approach and take things and do things different. The way I fry my chicken, y'all might be like, I ain't going through all that. Some people just gonna say, I ain't frying chicken at all. I bake cakes from scratch. Some people think you are crazy. Why are you doing all that when you can run the Publix and get a cake just as good? Because this is what I do. So you can't listen to everybody. When it
That's
comes
right.
to relationship,
That's right.
what you want in life, you can have these conversations, but just be having a general conversation. Like sometimes I talk about me being a housewife. I don't know what bills look like. I'm not a modern wife. We don't share duties. And when we say traditional, it's the roles that we follow. My husband bring home the bacon. He and I cook it. He go out and make the money. I don't know what bills. I just found out yesterday what our water bill looked like. And I ain't seen a water bill in years. He don't come in here and wash clothes or sweep a floor or mop, and I take care of that. When things like the animals and the gardening, we do that together. But
But Sherry, what y'all have learned is what each other's strengths are and
And the
how to
weaknesses.
work with one another without stepping on each other's toes.
We've learned. We have
Like
to
I do
learn
this
and
better than you.
compromise.
Yeah, yeah, you understand? Well, I do this better than you do. So, you leave this alone. No,
Yeah,
you start doing it, he'll leave you alone because he
Yeah,
that's
knows
you
it.
that you're
yep,
going to take care of that.
you led by example. That's exactly what it is,
That's
Miss
Exactly.
it.
Shirley.
Ain't
You
no
led by example.
So
argument. So that's where
when
that
it
leadership come in at, Miss T.
when it comes to
You ain't supposed to be with a man that you can lead push because we gonna disrespect him, and that's just not right.
Yeah,
If you get a
yeah,
man that's gonna stay home and be the stay-at-home husband, and unless injury or sickness or something bring him home, for him to just be home, no, you gonna disrespect that man. I'm telling you. You don't want a man you
leadership,
and
can
and you know
I
what else, Miss T?
ooh,
If he's a real man, so to speak, he's gonna see that you're used to doing everything on your own. And he's gonna sit you down and ask you, what is it that you want out this relationship? Because I can see that, like I used to tell my friend, I got my own place. I got a
lead.
car. I got this, that, and the third. So what can you bring to make me feel secure? And what can you do to make me want to be with you? You know, action speaks louder than words. And
when
if
it
I
comes
keep
to
doing everything and you don't say anything to me to slow me down or stop me, I don't need you. I
That was
don't.
one of the
leadership,
first. That
I
was
was
one of the first questions Bobby asked me. What do you want? He said, "What? Tell me about what's your life? What's your life look like?" And I told him, and
Exactly.
everything was, oh, I'm good. I pay my bills. I go to work. I'm happy. Everything was positive. And he said, "Well, what you want me for? What are you
Yep.
gonna do? What you want me for? Because with relationship come a whole bunch of stuff. So what do you want me for if your life is so great?" And I told him, I said, "Well, I'm tired of doing this alone. I'm tired. I want to share my life with somebody." And I'm saying in my head, I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm supposed to say to him. But yeah, we do a whole lot by ourselves. But without my husband, I would not be where I'm at today.
Hey, Black,
when I
you
was
you know
growing up, I was the oldest. And not only was I the oldest, my mama had a whole bunch of friends who's was raising grandchildren and single moms and stuff like that. So I also became responsible for those children. And then when I moved out on my own, I was responsible for myself. So when you used to doing stuff by yourself, what you have to do is humble yourself and sometimes bite your teeth and just deal with the fact that it ain't no longer your job. And as messed up as it might sound, when it came to that, I took the mindset, and this is what I did to help me get better at it. I took the mindset, well, then if he the leader, if it go wrong, it's his fault. So, not my responsibility. And over time, it became easier to let him do what he was supposed to do, so I could do what I needed to do.
well, Black.
If
Oh, go ahead, Sunshine. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? When you used to doing it on your own to let go, it's not an
Yeah,
easy thing. You got to train yourself to do that. It ain't gonna be nothing he could say or do to you if you don't first do the work inside of yourself. You know.
Mhm.
So if it's you getting a benefit out of the relationship and you know that's something that you struggle with, then you got to work that out on your own. And of course communicate to them. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a nod every now and then if I'm doing a poor job or whatever. But essentially the work gonna start inside of you and it's not easy, learning to compromise with another person when you've been doing it by yourself for forever.
Right.
Well,
She
I just want to say this real fast to Black Tropical. I like what she said. She said her husband asked her, "Well, what you want me for?" That made her think, though. That made her think. Well, what am I doing here? What do I need him for? And then the companionship part set in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm doing all this for myself, and I'm enjoying it, but I may enjoy this better with a companion. You see what I'm saying?
hmm
So
Yeah.
that's man. You hitting on all cylinders this morning, Blacks. I thought I was gonna have to come up here and talk about you, but I ain't got nothing bad to say
Wait
about
a minute. What was
let
you
me
gonna
tell
do?
you, life
he
is
work
so much better. Life is so much better when you have that one companion. we would go get our pedicures done together. My husband was like, I ain't going to get my feet done. Yes, you are. It'll be okay. I mean, everything, going somewhere. He's not a traveler. I will drive from here to California and he won't touch the wheel because I love to drive. I love to travel. Well, now he learning how to travel and how to look. He can pack that car better than I can now. After watching
But
me,
you know
it
what,
might
though?
take me a week, but
You see,
I
Miss T,
He learned to love what you love. And
Miss T,
see,
you
that's
see that
learning to
right
love.
another
there?
thing.
That's leadership right there, Miss T.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
leadership,
got
you
leadership
know.
down
But
pat. It's
it's,
compromise.
it's leadership and it's compromising
Yes, it
without the
is.
Right,
masculinity.
Yes, it is.
So
right, right. He
we
knows this is
women,
something that you love.
Yes, ma'am. I just want
Yeah.
to.
with that
Can I say one?
masculine trait, we got to stop that masculine, trait because we are not masculine.
I
We
want to
should
say one
be.
more thing before I go, Miss T. I got to get out of here. Miss Shirley,
Yes, dear.
when the Steelers come to town, let me know. I'm fly out. You can take me to the game. Y'all have a great
No.
day. All right. Look, see,
He
Miss
said
Shirley,
no.
there you go being
You
funny
see
again.
the
Shirley.
girls. I don't like you like that.
That'd be good.
All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. Hey, Miss T, you having great
You
discussions on your panel. Y'all keep up the great discussions.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
That'd be
but
good.
Philosopher.
Miss T, like I said, you have to know when to let go. You're gonna have to loosen up those rims, the leases, so to speak, and let someone in. I didn't say just drop them and let him step all up in there, but you're gonna have to learn how to step back just a little bit and be a little more observant on where this brother's going and what he's talking about and where he's trying to lead you. And you can, relax little by little. You can always tighten back up if you think things is not going right, but you also got to give him the benefit of doubt and kind of step back.
And
I'm the
don't be
same
so
way.
sensitive about. Don't be sensitive
Right,
about
right.
anything. You gotta, because
Right.
you'll
Don't
see
just
everything
shut
as an issue.
down.
Yeah.
Mom was
Yeah.
always said, "I'm here to see how do you get back out there." She wants to know how to get back out there.
What you mean, get back out there? You just get out there. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to date, you just go date. When I said I was done with relationships, I met my husband on POF. That's a hookup site. And after I talked to him for a little while, I knew. I was like, my cousin said, "Oh, I'm practicing abstinence and blah blah this." And I said, "I'm a grown woman." I knew that man crossed my doorstep. I wanted him. I ain't gonna sit here and that 90-day stuff like for what? I'm gonna live my life. This is what I want to do. We're gonna be safe about it. We're gonna walk away. But us sitting down having a conversation, being real with each other, not acting like a little kid and I'm just this perfect little lady and I ain't doing this and I ain't doing that. Look at what God had waiting for me.
Yeah.
Her husband of 34 years passed away. She's just trying to learn how to get back out there. Yeah.
I don't think it's a way to tell anybody how to, other than be safe, because after being in a relationship for so many years, things are not the same in the streets. I tell people when they say, "Oh, I'm leaving after 20 something years, I'm sick of him." These streets ain't where you want to be. So you might want to reevaluate your marriage and work on things. But, in her case, it's different. It's very different out there, but just be careful and don't look for anybody. Just have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't try to compare everybody with your mate that you lost, because people will do that. They will go out and think they can find someone just like the person that they had. And no, that's not going to happen. They might not even have half the traits that your mate had previously, but that doesn't mean that they're not a good person. So a lot of people do that. They compare, and it will show when you're out with a date or something. You're already in your mind, well, my husband wouldn't have did this. He would have paid for that, or he wouldn't have ordered that, or he'd have gave me that opportunity. And you can't do that. And see, that's going to be easier said than done. So you're going to have to be able to compromise with whomever you go out with, not to compare them with your previous husband. So
even
it's
doing it
going
in
to
a
be hard.
relationship. doing that even
Yeah,
in
it's gonna be
a
hard.
relationship. Like I wouldn't compare my husband to my ex-husband because if that's the case, I
Yeah,
should have stayed with my ex-husband. Why am I
yeah,
comparing? I'm not going to assume that because my ex-husband did this, my husband or my ex-boyfriend did that, my husband gonna do this, or all men are the same, or all this, that, and the third. You
yeah.
can't compare people because everybody
Right.
different in so many ways. You know, there are similar traits between men and women and, you know, human, but you can't compare because you don't want nobody to say, you know, you do the same thing my ex used to do and blah, blah, this, but then you'll turn around and do it. So you definitely don't want to compare or look for the same traits in people.
I agree. I agree. We haven't heard a word from Sheed. We hear. You got anything to say, Sheed?
I'm going to drop down, Miss T.
Oh, okay. Thank you for coming up here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with my wife, then I'm gonna talk about me. Basically, you know, when I met her, her expectation was just, you know, to have somebody to talk to, be cool with, and that's it, you know, because she was really wasn't that open to a relationship, you know, because she had younger kids. And so the thing of it was like bringing people around the kids, you know, most women, they don't do that. You know, that's different times. They do a little bit now, but more or less you want to protect your kids, especially since she had a daughter. Her oldest is a daughter. And so it got to points where I was already around the kids because, like I said, I was around them as being a friend. So they kind of knew of me and things of that nature. And as you know, time presented when we got into a relationship, you know, it was a little more easier for me to, you know, talk and deal with her and the kids. But her thing was she didn't want a relationship because she didn't think no man was going to take her serious because of the kids. So she had to open up to that, even to the point of trusting. And from previous relationships, she had to realize like I can't bring that baggage from the last relationship because it's going to never change my stance or my, relationship status. I'm gonna stay in the same status.
Especially harder with having kids too. That plays a role too, and getting out there in the dating world. You got to find somebody who's really acceptance of you and your schedule with kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, because that was my biggest thing. Like I told her when we were having conversation, I was like, I can't accept you and not accept your kids. I was
Right.
like, it's a package. So if I don't want to be with you, then I don't need to be with you. If I don't like kids, why am I with you? You know, I hear so many people say, well, you know, she's a cool girl, but I don't know because she got kids. Well, why are you with her? Because the kids ain't going nowhere. You know, I hear all
Got that
these
right.
crazy stuff about women and kids, but I'm like, the kids ain't going nowhere. Why even establish a relationship and, you know, you're not going to be with this woman? So, because she got kids, just don't deal with it.
I've been
You
in
know, like this.
where they didn't accept me for they knew I was a parent, but like, the stuff I do, I go above and beyond for my child because I want the best for her. So like, I've been in relationships where they be like, oh, you don't have no time for me. Well, I'm sorry if you don't feel like I give you enough, then hey, we got to separate.
But see, that's the thing. It should be a balance. You should
That's a
be,
package
you
deal.
know,
hmm
you should do just enough for your kids and just enough for them. Because they got to understand your child is gonna always be there. Me and my wife at one point we was having that conversation to where she didn't think the relationship was gonna work, and it just so many people in the ear, talking to different people, and that was the biggest thing for her, talking to family members and friends. She ain't been in a relationship in a long time, so her thing of it was like, I don't know this guy, I don't know the dating scene, so I just cut my losses and be good. But over time we had our conversations to where I say, look, let's have a balance in this. If we're gonna be together, you know, you can deal with me sometime, deal with your kids. I'm not gonna take your whole weekends because both of us work during the week. And like I said, most of the time I was always out of town. So we compromised it and it came to a good decision for it to work out. Because other than that, we probably eventually would have had to break up because it wasn't that she wasn't spending enough time with me. It's just a balance of, what she's looking at as far as what I want from her. And, what most women looking like, oh man, just want to have sex. That's it. You know, And like I told this one woman, we was having a conversation. I said, well, sex is a part of a relationship, but the difference between me having sex with you is a friend, and I don't pay for my friends, bills and all this other stuff that I do for a girlfriend or a wife. So I say sex is a part of that relationship, but you have to, you can't mix the two when it comes to friendship like that. So if you just friends, you're friends, But if you want to take it to the next level, then you need to talk about that sex being a part of the relationship. But even with me, like my whole thing, I want to be a good person. I wanted kids. So I had to establish what do I want in a relationship with a woman first. You know, that was my thing. And then once I established that, and I go from there. If you got bad habits I don't like, I'll talk to you. We can work it out because certain things can be compromised. A lot of people just don't want to compromise in a relationship because they say, well, if I compromise for this and then the relationship goes bad, then I compromise for no reason. Well, you might be compromising, to make the relationship grow because there's some things that people do that they normally don't think is anything wrong with it. Like, oh, I didn't know that was a problem.
How you feel about it, Miss Shirley?
He's absolutely right because at one point in time, I can't remember if it was the 70s or the 80s, whereas there was a lot of single moms out here that it was hard for some men to find a single woman that didn't have children, whether it was one or more. And I've known quite a few men who have married into those families and took the responsibility of being a father to those children as well as being a husband to his wife. So it how to put it, when I met my husband, I had a son, and he raised my son like it was his own. So I was fortunate in that degree to find someone who was willing to raise another man's child. So at that point in time, though, before he got sick and passed away, it was getting a little rocky, but he was still there and he was still holding his ground. So everybody has to learn to compromise. And the biggest thing I learned is keep everybody else out your business. All right. You don't lay down with me at night. You're not paying my bills. You're not taking care of my household. You're not taking care of me. Just because your life is miserable, misery love company. So when they feel that if you come to them and tell them about your business and then they say, oh, girl, you need to do yada, yada. No, I'm like, that's why you still single and out here. Keep everybody else out your business. There's only supposed to be 3 people in your marriage. God first, Jehovah, your wife, and the husband. Them are the only 3 people that need to be there. All them other folks is extras. They're living their own life. They don't live at the same address you live at. So therefore, they need to stay out of your business.
Okay. That's good advice. That's great advice, actually. Let me see. Stop keeping me up. Okay, everybody's getting back to work now. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for coming up. I don't really have too much else. Is there any other points or anything else anybody wants to say in the comments or anything?
Just pray on it. Pray on it. Pray and ask for someone. Don't go out there looking for him. Let him come to you.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, I'm gonna wait for somebody to come to me. Like I said, I'm not really looking to date. Despite what Big Rooster keeps telling me, he's confused. I keep saying, I'm saying it with my chest. I'm not really looking to date, but if the right person does come along, I will, pursue that. But in the meantime, while I'm by myself, I will I'll work more on me as far as the compromising and, stop being so aggressive, the leadership role. We got Can't Stop up in here. What's up?
What's happening? What's happening? I apologize. I was trying to get in here having a heart attack. I went the wrong way driving down the highway and everything, man. It was a hot and boo boo mess. I was trying to back in the dock. I said, I gotta get on this cop. I said, if I hit another trailer or a truck, I'm gonna be in trouble. Let me slow down, you know. But I just wanted to step in, and I just want to say this. I appreciate you, Miss T. You just don't know because the last week you guys have been helping my marriage because all that negativeness. I was like, man, I I had to call my wife, baby. I love you. I appreciate
Oh,
you. I need you. I want you. Hey, we need to do this. We need to. Every day, y'all had a different conversation. I was saying something new, and you know, when I go home, I'm gonna give her flowers and everything.
that's what's up, and that's awesome. Cause you said you only see her like once a month, right?
Yep, exactly,
Yeah. So yeah, she said
exactly.
you. I'm glad
Appreciate.
it's helping you out.
Yeah,
Now stop driving the
yeah,
wrong
and
way.
yeah. Because you know, I wanted you to see. The mainly reason I did the thing that I did this morning, I said, Miss T is seeing all this negativeness. And, you know, especially the one, someone said it, and I'm not attacking nobody, so please don't come for me. But they said, you're a grown ass man, and I got to show you. Yes, you do. You got
Yeah,
to show me. You got
actually,
to tell
Triple
me.
Clark said it was easier said. Stuff that you think is little. Somebody might need. It's not little to them.
Because guess what? Let's break it down.
Hmm.
No one teaches us. If we have a manly man, he out working all day long. He ain't gonna talk to us. And the mother y'all don't teach us. You should be sitting down with your child and saying, look, this is how you teach your queen. Be wide eyed and understand, but you need to treat her like this. If I find out you didn't, I'm gonna put my foot so far up your behind. But nobody does that. We don't know.
That's true.
We don't know about love. We don't know. We think love is sex. Love
Yeah,
isn't sex.
I agree with that. A
Love
lot of
is a
people
whole lot of
don't
everything.
teach relationships and how to love someone. You just teach your children how to be. How to go to school and how to like self care and all that kind of stuff. But nobody
Eh,
really
eh,
talks about love.
exactly. And guess what? We're taught to shut up when we show our emotions. Every bit of emotion. Don't cry. Don't do this. Don't do that. And then you wonder why these little ninjas be snapping all over the place. You got to teach me something. And like I said, I've been doing this, and it just reminded me, hey, I got to get back on my game for with my wife. You got to show me what you want. Tell me what you want. Then I'm on it, and I'm going to learn from my mistakes. And I've done a million of them. And but I've also put in healthy boundaries because I have a strong black woman, and she would talk to me like some of y'all be talking on here, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I remember when we was first dating, and I didn't talk to her for a week. That's the first time that length of we didn't speak. I said, don't you ever talk to me like that again. I said,
Wow.
because you talk to me like that again, I will drop you like a hot potato. I don't give. I said, I've taken this from every last one of you women that did. You are not going to. You said, well, that's not fair. Well, life ain't fair. Don't you ever talk to me like that. Because I don't talk to you like that. You're not going to bring that ghetto behind stuff into this relationship. And from that point on, we've been hunky dory. And she gets whatever she wants from me. And that's what I was just I'm a hopeless romantic. I wanted to show you. That's why I said I hope Miss T come in this morning. I want her to see and I'm not saying a real man because I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm 55, 56. I'm so old I don't even remember how old I am. I'm trying to figure when I figure it out. And like you said, y'all be having these lists. Y'all want a super ninja. You ain't gonna find a super ninja. You talk about compromise. It's really about what do I want to give? What do I want to give to this person? What do I want to give up? What do I want? What do I expect from it? Start with the simple. Make it simple. Like they say, make it simple, stupid. Make it simple. And that's what I was saying this morning. I made it as simple as possible. And boy, she was checking off them things. She was checking off them boxes so quickly. And I was shaking. I said, you didn't, you're looking at that video. You think I had my stuff together. I needed to put a diaper on. I was so scared. And when she said yes, that meant the world to me because I knew it was the beginning. Most of us think that marriage is the end result. Marriage ain't the end result, it's the beginning of the adventure. You see what I'm saying?
I
It's the
love what you're saying,
beginning.
Pop. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? It's the beginning because you, I, I I'm gonna show you when I get home. I'll be home this weekend. I'm gonna do it like a short. I have an adventure wall. It's everywhere we've been. Mardi Gras, New York City. All these cruises. You know, everywhere we've went, and you can see the smile on my face a mile freaking wide because I spent it with this woman. I wasn't on. I don't get on these things and say I couldn't wait to get away from her. I couldn't wait. Who the heck? Are you sure you love this person? Yeah. Oh, well, you need some me time. Yeah, you do. But you don't need the me time like that. I couldn't wait to get it from her. I got to get with my boys. Screw the boys. They always gonna be there. I
Okay,
don't know when I'm.
and she, I have a question for you because we have a lot of women in here trying to get back in the dating world, 40 and plus. What type of advice would you have for like older women trying to get back out there?
I, do you want the what do you want the
Yeah,
100? Do you want me to keep it
yes.
100 or do you want me
Don't
to
give us
dumb it down?
give us the keep it 100, honey bun.
Okay. I'm not trying to hurt y'all feelings, but y'all need to let go. You see, you were forced into throwing out that masculine energy. But no man wants that masculine energy. Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you like it is. All these men be coming up here, I run my house. I'm the man of the house. Negro, please. A good woman is the one that's running. Think about it this way: who do you think's in charge, the general or the sergeant major?
I don't know.
The
Sergeant Major.
sergeant major. The sergeant major. Do you see what I'm saying? And when the sergeant major comes with advice or whatever, yeah, that's good advice. That's good advice, sergeant major. Thank you. Let's do that. That's how a good marriage is. Because if the wife bucks up and the harmony in the household is messed up, the man ain't happy. The man gonna do what make the wife happy. Do you see what I'm saying? And like in my house, my wife, like someone has said it. My wife is a guru with the money and all that. Baby, handle business. Because I effed it up so much and everything else in life. No. I told her I'm terrified. You handle that. But I'm not gonna say you handle it and I'm gonna go over in the corner and sit on my behind and eat bun buns. I'm gonna get to work. And I'll give you a prime example. I done got slack. Watching all that, it helped me so much. I said, we're going on a cruise next year. I got to start paying on that. And I remember I said, well, I'm paying on this. But she said, well, I got to pay your side. And I said, no, you don't. I'm paying yours too. What you do? What? You calling me out? No, we ain't going down like that road. I'm paying yours too, babe. And she got quiet. I knew we have to, you have to think about it. You have to, like I tell you all the time, I check myself daily because I want to be the best me I can be for her, not nobody else. Because if I was by myself, I'd be 900 pounds with big ass mountain pimples on my face, not giving a flying hoop. But that woman looks at me. That woman cherishes me. I don't care about anybody else. And what I'm saying
But you
when
know
you
what you
said that,
did though? You
what?
stepped up. You stepped up. You did not let her roll with that. You let her know from the giddy up, I got this. And
Exactly.
she had
And
to give you your props and step back and say, okay.
but guess what? It also comes, and you're right. And I heard some knowledge. That's why I was like, let me bag this thing in the dock and shut up. And y'all were busting some knowledge. But what we saying, we be forgetting. You forget. Let's get biblical here. They shall cleave unto us one. Y'all are one being. The right side of the brain got to communicate with the left side of the brain. The head can't do jack without the neck. Think about it. The neck will point me in the right direction. Y'all women, y'all the neck. You be like, nah, we ain't doing that. Yes, baby, honey, sweetie, my love. You notice how the hand start changing, and we like, you know what? You're right there. You're right. We have to start and the best advice I could give you, and this is from 8 years of pure happiness. And I'm saying, even in the worst times, I'd be mad at her, and I'd be like, I can't stay mad at her. Hey, babe, what's going on? And yeah, oh, I love you. And then you see what I'm saying? And I'm not perfect. But I'm trying to be, because God gave me the perfect woman for me. And someone said it. Someone said it earlier. Wait. Stop trying to get out here and look. Stop looking for these stupid ninjas. Wait,
Yeah,
that man gonna show up. He gonna come in there. He gonna
and
be
that's what
what
I
you
was saying.
always wanted. Exactly. He
Yep.
gonna be everything you expected him to be. Because why? Because God had a plan. And it was so funny when I met my last right before I met my wife. I blew the engine in my car, and I spent like. She gets so mad at me every time because I didn't spend it on a woman. I just wanted to go to this fancy restaurant. I wanted to go because I just took, and she was so mad. She gets so mad every time I bring it up. But I gave up. I said, Lord, I can't stand it. I'd rather go fight in Afghanistan than to deal with these crazy behind women. I give up. I give up. I can't take it no more. The hell with this. And
Afghanistan.
I said, I was in tears. I said, the hell with this. And I was online just deleting my baloney profile. And the last thing on there was, I like to walk. And someone chimed in, I like to walk too. And it was just when I said I give up. I was about to delete the I like to walk. And that's when I met my wife. And
Wow.
we didn't go on those fancy dates. We both looked like a hot mess walking up Stone Mountain. I was trying to talk, and I'm 300 pounds, high out of breath. Can we sit down? I literally said, can we see your words? Stop worrying about the bag. If you were destined to have it, it's gonna show up. But I was like, I was so out of breath, and she laughed, but I figured out later, hey, stupid, that's her love language. She likes to walk. My wife, I'll give you another story. We went in Las Vegas. From one side all the way down to the end is 5 miles. All the way back to the hotel was another 5 miles. So that was 10 miles. And then walking in and out, I had a Fitbit on. We walked 15 miles a day for 2 days. That's damn near 30 miles. I asked her for, babe, can I get 4 ibuprofen? That's 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. What? That's too much. Are you addicted or something? I said, oh my God, this woman tried to kill me. I got to get in shape. That's why I came up with that idea, can't stop walking. I can't stop walking. She gonna kill me. I said, I got to get in shape. I got to walk my fat ass. If I'm going to try to be with this one, I got to walk my fat ass. I got to walk. So in turn, ladies, y'all be with the he should know better. We don't know better. We totally clueless. Start out with when I meet this guy, no matter what, he's clueless. I gotta let him know. I gotta give him a nice nudge in the right direction so he doesn't feel like he's emasculated. That's part. Y'all talk about us leading. That's part of your job. I gotta nudge him this way or nudge him that way so he don't lose it, and then sometimes he'll take he said, yeah, I did it. No, she did it, and I just recognized it. And when I started recognizing her clues, I was like, okay, I'm starting to get this. And then I get knocked back down, and I go to my boy Charles and say, I'm telling her this, I'm gonna tell her that.
Oh, hello.
Oh, dang it.
Oh,
sorry. Can you see me?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you can hear me.
Someone was calling it, and what I was saying was, we got to start again, learn each other, and just make it
Oh,
easy.
you got kicked out.
Once you start learning the man,
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna listen to what you got to say, and then we're gonna close out.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to the relationship, like you were saying earlier, getting back out there, you got to understand, a lot of people, they mess with the wrong person, because everybody, we have that attraction first. You see a person, that's how you love them, by what you see, and then you start knowing everything else about them. Just be friendly with everybody. Be nice. go on casual dates if need be to, kind of know who you're dealing with. Even as a woman, if you feel a certain way with this guy, like, hey, well, maybe you should say, hey, let's go Dutch, because then you'll put that man in a position like, dang, I'm the gentleman, I want to pay. And then when you go on Dutch, what that man gonna look at you like, dang, do she really want me? Or what's going on? I want to get to know you before we actually have our date like that. But if he asks you out, that's up to you to say, well, no, I let him pay. But the whole thing is, like I say, the relationship is getting back out there, knowing what you want. We know what we need, but our wants get in the way of all that. We need like women. You need a good man. Men, you need a good woman. You need a woman. Not just with the whole cook and clean stuff. You need a woman that y'all both can communicate with each other, have an understanding. Like, it ain't the whole thing that we read each other. Because like, even with the zodiac signs, I once read that two Libras can't be together. Then me and my wife, we both Libras. Then I see another one. Oh, Libras can be together. That's why, like, you look into all these zodiacs and everything else, it'll steer you the wrong way. You just, like I said, if you're in a grocery store, make yourself known. Be out here to a point where people can see you, and that's the way you find somebody. No one's gonna find you in the house. That's why I said last time, faith without work is dead. If you don't put in no work, how can your faith work? You want a blessing, but you got to put in the work to get the blessing.
Amen.
Yeah. I know too many women out here who are with men that ain't worth two dead flies and a
Amen.
mosquito, and vice versa. And
Yep.
vice versa, just so they can say that they got a man or they got a woman.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm saying?
God. It ain't that
And
deep.
and you look at them, and those are the ones who be trying to give you advice. I be like, you can't even take care of your own household while you trying to dip all up in mine. And my mom used to have
Exactly.
a saying, don't drink my Kool-Aid if you don't know what flavor it is. You know what I'm saying? So mind
Hmm.
your business. If you stuck with that ninja from now on, that's what you want to be with, and that's if he kicking your butt every day, that's what you want to be with. But that's
Yeah.
not what you're looking for, and
Yeah.
that's not what's out here for you. So yeah.
I always say
Just
that's
I
a
just had to
choice.
say that.
That's choice.
Exactly.
You choose. You choose that. When a woman be like, man, I keep finding the wrong man. I'm like, well, these are the choices you make. No, that's why I say when in marriage, nobody's in an arranged marriage to an extent. Nobody's getting married off to an extent. You choose to be with that person, so you're accepting
Well,
everything, the good and the bad.
Hmm.
guys, I'm not defending nobody because it happened to me. Every time I tell you something, it happened to me. We get to the point we're so used to the abuse, we think that's love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
We
That's
so
true.
used to it that we don't know that love is possible. It's possible. I remember when I met my wife. I cried a lot, and like I said, I'm a highly sensitive guy. Don't mean that I'm some punk. Trust and believe. But I was afraid also. I said, when is the ball gonna drop? And it never dropped. So I said, you know
Yeah.
what? I got to work to keep this in a certain, I got to keep this. Yeah, I got to keep this going. I'm still, and it's been 8 years. I feel like I'm still in the honeymoon stage. A lot of people that honeymoon stage go uh, 2 months out the month. And they go, that ninja getting on my last nerve. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. It's like I'll give you an example. I got a load going up to New Jersey. I'm gonna sneak through the. I'm not sneak through. I'm going through the house. I'm gonna buy her a dozen roses, and then I'm gonna get outside and cut my damn lawn. I go, she send her a message.
Yeah.
The person
And it,
I'm actually she calling me right now. But I'm gonna give her flowers. I'm gonna give her flowers while she's here. But then I had to remember, you don't give too much flowers. Okay. I got to give it every once in a while. You got to learn. You got to learn the ins and outs, and don't
Hmm.
expect it. Well, you should know better. I don't know. I don't know no better. You got to
yeah.
you got to point me. You got to nudge me. This is what you want. Okay, Bill, I got it. I'm on it. we were going to we just got back from a cruise. We were going to New York City for my buddy's wedding. So we broke. We bougie but broke. Bougie broke. We was laughing about it. But her birthday was coming up. And I was like, baby, I ain't got no money, baby, I ain't got no money, baby, I ain't got no money. And I had to think to myself, if I don't get this woman something, I'm gonna be up a creek without a paddle. And she knows we will owe money. I broke up that K Jeweler card and went and got some diamond earrings to match her wedding band. I'm in good. I'm down $1,000, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not regretting it because she's worth every penny plus. But
That's
do
what
you
I'm
see what I'm
talking
saying?
about.
Do you see what I'm you got when you say gotta have some common sense, but you need another brother to slap you upside your head. Hey fool, you better get her something for her birthday.
You know the biggest
You want
thing. Oh, go ahead. I'll let you
go
finish.
ahead.
Now, you know the biggest thing is we all look at everybody's trying to be a certain way. Why nobody's expressing how they really feel? Like, hey, I want you to take me out. You know, my wife would tell me we need to go on a date. We need to have time for each other. You know, as men, I'm always in grind mode. Like I was saying the other day when I went to go did that job, she wasn't ready when I was ready to go. I left. Gina was saying that, oh, you know, it make her feel like a child. Tell her she need to get up. No, I'm on a schedule. I'm working. I'm running. You got to come into my schedule. Now we make time for each other, but I have certain things set up. Let me know. Slow down, baby. Let's take our time together. Let's do this and do that. Then I slow down. I say, okay, all right, what we gonna do? Other than that, my mind is making money, providing for the house, doing things, getting this, getting that. You know, my mind is always racing doing this. I have my times where, you know, I just settle down and say, I'm gonna do nothing but just be there with you, love you, take you things. But if I'm in a mode to where I'm trying to provide and get more money and do more things, I need you to sit here and talk to me. You know, I can't read you, you know, just by looking. Like you might look like
Yeah.
everything's perfect, nothing's wrong with you. Me and my wife, we went through probably like 3 or 4 years, and something was going on. Didn't even know. You know, it was a medical condition, and it got to a point where she broke down, and I said, look, don't go back to work. Take off. She took off for a whole year. When she took off that whole year, I paid all the bills, worked and everything. My wife was like, why you working so hard? I need to get back to work. I said, no, this is your time for you to get yourself together. I say, because I know when something happens to me, you know, I break down. I know you're gonna be there for me, you know. And when I closed my business out, she was there. So I would just return the favor, you know. And like I told her, more or less, I'd rather for you to be healthy, nothing wrong. So I'm gonna tell you, you gonna have to sit down whether you like it or not. And she took my advice and she was good. You know, that's the thing. Like we need to talk to each other because nobody's teaching us. We can teach each other how to be a man, teach each other how to be a woman, but we can't teach that compassion, especially as men. We can't talk. We can't cry. You know, we're taught, hey, you a man, toughen up. A girl falls, the daddy or the mama, they run to go pick up. Oh, baby, baby. When as soon as a boy hurts himself, what's the first thing happen? Everybody say, get up, toughen it up,
Yeah.
depending on how old they are.
Yeah.
Tough it up. You a
Yeah.
boy, you know. And so that's the thing. We grow up with that, and then when a woman say, "Why y'all so rough and tough?" A lot of women and other brought us to this point. We don't know how to be emotional. We don't know how to work with you a certain type of way because we didn't see it in our family or we wasn't taught that. You know.
I
So
agree with
we got to break the cycle somewhere. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I
You
agree with everybody. I love y'all's opinions and everything, but I do have to dip up out of here.
All right.
right.
I
Well,
knew it
thank
was
you
that
for
time.
having me on your
That
panel.
that's what I was trying to get in.
Driving all the wrong ways and stuff. Yeah, we 2 hours in, so I gotta get some time
Okay.
together. I
All
love
All
you
right
right,
now.
guys.
We'll
have,
see
have
y'all
a nice
tonight.
day.
Thank you.
Okay. See y'all tonight. Bye
Oh yeah,
bye.
Miss Shirley tonight at 7 p.m. for all the new people in here. Miss Shirley is 7 p.m. tonight. She goes live every Thursday.
Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good day, y'all. Y'all come back now. You're here.
Yeah. I'll see you later on tonight. Okay, yeah. So thank y'all so much. Yeah, I got some prom stuff going on, so I'm in and out. So thank you guys. We will be doing this Monday through Friday, starting at 9:15. So thank everybody for coming in, and I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.